Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today we are playing the Druid, a very unique research bureau ship, this being through ship request. As always, comment down below this video whatever you want to see next week on ship request. Most upvoted is what I will be playing, though I only look below this video, mind you, so comment whatever you want to see below this one. Druid is unique in that it has only AP on these two guns up front. There are no torpedoes in the middle, there is no rear turret, so we are exclusively a bow-in destroyer. And this AP is very, very good. It better be, considering it's our only ammo type. It's even better than like daring AP. One of the things that makes AP very difficult to use on destroyers is that you're honestly going to be overpenning DDs a lot of the time when they are broadside onto you. And then when angled, AP can bounce. So HE is just more consistent in those destroyer engagements. We, however, have improved pen angles, 60 to 75 degrees. That's even better than Darings. We also have a fusing threshold of 12 millimeters. So that means that only 12 millimeters of armor is required to get the AP fuses to start their fuse timer, which is, by the way, very, very short at 0.005 seconds. Darings is double that time at 0.01 seconds with a 19 millimeter fuse threshold, which will fuse on this armor, but it does overpen a little bit more often. So Druid AP, much more consistent than Daring AP, which, let's be honest, is already very consistent. So if you're interested in that sort of playstyle, Druid can be very good for you. Here's the build I'm going to start with. We may try some full DPM shenanigans, but I think I want to play a bit more of a cap contester, destroyer bully role, at least to start with. So this is what we are going to go with. 6.6 kilometer detect is fine. Not that impressive, but it's fine. But given our 30k HP, 3 heals, and of course these very nice short burst smoke generators, this ship is a very difficult destroyer to take down, especially because we just get to go bow on. It's a pretty small profile to aim at, where everything else to fire all of their guns has to give much more broadside, makes them a lot more vulnerable. Druid, of course, is also quite a bit larger than something like a Daring, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful about getting ourselves stuck bow in. I tend to be a little greedy and over push with this ship. Those Tromp planes are going to hurt quite a bit. He did not! Wow, yeah, look at those Tromp planes, all right. Wow, wait, speaking of, over push into dead instantly. Having not played this ship in a while, I think I remember myself playing too aggressively and dying rather quickly. Yes, we've got a lot of HP, but we can burn through that rather quickly if we get ourselves caught in a bad position. And they got us. Now, it's been a while since I've played something like Druid, and I remember maybe playing overly aggressive with this ship. I think I'm dead, actually. I think I'm just dead. Okay. So let's get started with the Druid here. I generally remember this ship feeling a little bit like it dies quickly, although that might just be my playstyle. I might just over push with a ship like this one. I want to make use of its incredible guns to contest caps, though notably, people like to shoot at destroyers, especially in the early game, so maybe playing a little more passive might be a good idea. Also a good idea, anytime you're playing a destroyer, especially, but all ships, is take a look at what's on the enemy team. Do they have radars? How am I going to get spotted without my knowing that I'm going to get detected, right? Like, if I shoot my guns, start opening up open water, I'm expecting to get detected, right? Maybe I'm not expecting a radar here, or perhaps I should be if we don't have the Nevsky spotted yet. So we need to be a little bit careful of that. We should also look at what destroyers they have on the enemy team. We easily outgun both a Shimakaze and a Summers, so I'm not too afraid of getting into a fight with them if it's a fair fight. But as always, we should be trying to take unfair fights, especially if we're in Torp boats. So we get spotted here. Do we see a cruiser pushing this island? We're going to use our Hydro. Personal Hydro is very, very useful. And it's a Shimakaze. Excellent. Rune is pushing the flank. Sure. That is A-okay by me. With Rune pushing the flank there, I'm a little bit interested in pushing a little bit into the middle section, because that will prevent this island can prevent the Rune from actually dealing damage to us right now. He'll also be taking a lot of pressure from my team. And maybe, just maybe, this Shimakaze is greedy enough to stay in the cap here and our Hydro can get him lit. Although we will have to watch for the enemy team pushing their... He is greedy enough. Oh, there's a Libertad though. He is greedy enough though. And look at that, full pens even into one of the smallest destroyers, or thinnest destroyers rather, in the entire game, Shimakaze. Great damage there. Take a little hit from the Libertad. Oh, and there's a Shimanto here. Okay. A little too aggressive. That's okay. We got to heal for that. So yeah, they had some guys actually pushing the island, as expected. But this island kept us safe from the rune. I want you to notice for a second that our Amagi has completely abandoned us. We have an Ibuki and a Cherbourg versus a Libertad. There is no world in which that is going to go in our favor. So we're going to need to leave here rather soon. We get spotted. I wonder if that's back there. Nope, it's from in front. Shimakaze, I mean, sure, you can reset the cap, brother, but I don't think this was the best play. I think you're going to go down here. Unless we bounce. Oh, the pen angles. Come on, let's get them. The bounces. No, the bounces. 1500. We're so close. I'm trying to keep that rune from being able to shoot me. Oh, he angled. He over angled. We got him. We got him. We got him. All right. Now we smoke. And we need to leave now. Right now. You see that Libertad pushing up? Shimakaze could have torped us. Okay? That could be very, 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 very... And Nevsky is spotted. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Could be very awkward if the Shima Torps come right now. But we have a personal Hydro. I wonder if I'm able to shoot here while being undetected if I use these islands intelligently. I think I might be able to. Let's test it. Yes, we can. All right. Always looking for those opportunities. Turpit's broadside on. Keep the guns firing. Right, our cruiser has pushed up. Our Ibuki is pushed up to help us, so we want to help him as well. The Libertad pushing up enough that he might get us lit here, depending on how this island goes. Actually, this island still covers us. Great. Fully angled Libertad, though. We're not going to get a ton of damage into him, unfortunately. I expect the Turpits to push out from here and get us spotted eventually. Yep, there it is. So that's why we have our fast smoke generators, short burst smoke generators to help us out there. Perhaps I should have used it sooner. That way I wouldn't have eaten... Wow, that's a pretty good hit from that Turpits. I wouldn't have eaten that hit from the Turpits. Turpits is a little easier to deal damage to for us here into his superstructure. If Libertad gives us more broadside, I'll go after him, but for now, I'm just interested in dealing damage to this Turpits. Okay, he goes undetected. On to the Libertad now, and you can see our damage getting up there. It's a little awkward to not have dots, like fires, I will say, into the battleships at high tier. Fires just deal so much damage. No Torps either. Feels a little bit awkward. And yeah, there we go. Our poor Ibuki tried his best, but he does end up going down. Now, our smoke runs out in a second here, so let's... Nevsky radar is close enough. That's bad. That's really, really, really bad. I was not expecting that. Okay, we're angled at least. From the Libertad. Can we get out of Nevsky radar range? I also want to be angled to the Libertad, right? I don't want to show broadside. I don't want to eat too much of, especially those secondaries. We're not getting out of range, and that's because we're kind of going along the same line as what his radar would be. There we go, now we're fine. I don't think by smoking here, I would be able to get much damage in, because I think they would go undetected. I don't necessarily know that for sure, but that is a problem sometimes with playing a destroyer that wants to be a gunboat. Not necessarily open water gunboat into secondary ships like this, but that wants to be a gunboat, is that if you don't have someone spotting for you, you smoke up, everything goes undetected, and then your team's not doing damage, you're not doing damage. So I think we just spot for now. I wonder if he is going to continue to push this flank or if he's going to turn back in. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I'm generally going to the wide flank. One, going wide here gets us farther from the Libertad secondaries and the Nevsky radar. But it also means that if this Turpitz goes broadside, and, you know, especially if he's shooting, our Cherbourg and if he's spotted, we'll keep him lit. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. So let's smoke up. I don't think I am in the way of him staying detected. And now, let's go. 30k. I don't think we can necessarily burst that down. Oh, I don't have the pen for his upper belts. I need to be aiming superstructure. Silly me. The guns are good, but not quite that good, perhaps. Ah, he goes undetected. Feels bad. That's okay. If he spotted when he was in his smoke too, that's why. And I probably smoked off my Cherbourg from the Tirpitz angle. I can't use my smoke to farm. Fortunately for us, the smokes come back quickly. So even if I wasted a smoke there, you know, it's a good example of kind of a wasted one. It's okay because they come back quickly and we have a lot of them. I don't want to open up into secondaries. There's a lot of secondary battleships out there. And it's just so much damage for free that we're eating, and I really don't want to deal with that. Okay, he shot again. Is that worth... Yeah, you know what? Why not? There's also a rune here, potentially. We'll stay bow on, so we won't take much damage, ideally. It's hard to hit if you're going to blind fire. It's hard to hit a Druid in his smoke when he's bow on like this. Yeah, he goes dark. Maybe he'll be greedy and blind fire. Libertad spotted, though, as is Rune. Tirpitz shot, so we'll keep on him. We want to eliminate ships at this point. So even though Tirpitz isn't the biggest threat, we need to eliminate ships. And getting rid of one of these secondary ships will also allow us to play a little more freely into some open water shooting or using some of the island positions, that kind of thing. Smoke is about to run out, so let's hold on. We're pushing him back at least. Our team is winning the other side, which is really, really nice. It's hard to play this kind of role when it's secondary battleships you're fighting against and you don't have too much support from your team. I need to stress this. This is not about, oh, these guys are playing bad or anything like that. In fact, they're playing great. These are 2 tier 8 cruisers on a flank against a Libertad, bro. They're doing excellent. But it's worth noting that it's hard to really have a ton of battle impact here because spotting means we're only really helping spot for tier 8s against tier 10. And if we're trying to deal a lot of damage here, well, we need to be the ones spotting. We're not actually going to accomplish much, I guess. I wonder if maybe I didn't do the best job of explaining that while I was playing. The whole problem with secondaries and spotting and open water gunboating or smoke farming, that sort of thing. First, though, our next game has a radar in a Salem that we're going to have to worry about, though notably that is a shorter range radar. Z52, 6-kilometer hydro. Yu Yang could have a radar himself. And then there is a submarine in this game too, though likely spawned on the other side. So that's generally what we're going to have to worry about as far as getting spotted when we don't mean to, or aren't intentionally getting spotted because we're opening up, that sort of thing. Notice our GK and Prince Adalbert, by the way. Let's not be too hard on them, but they are abandoning us. So this is going to be a very challenging flank. And that leads very nicely into when we're playing a destroyer like Druid, where we don't have Torps, our only means of impact really is the main guns directly. I know there's spotting and stuff like that. It really feels like I'm not doing a whole lot when I am playing that spotting role. And I want to open up with my guns. I want to use that power that Druid has against the enemy ships, but you just can't into the secondary kind of aura damage. Honestly, a lot of secondaries outrange our guns these days. 12.1. And I suppose... Okay, no Saren D already. Not sure what destroyer that is, but we will have to be careful of potentially the division, right? Yu Yang Salem could be a problem, especially since we have 0 support over here. It's hard to... Okay, Bungo spotted, so the div spawned middle. Good to know. Are we going to push this? Well, I want to wait and see if there's something pushing here with as a cruiser. If there isn't, then I might take this engagement because it's not a regulo. It's going to be the Z52 here. Notably, our Adalbert has turned back in. So, do we open up with our main guns, open water? Well, then we're taking some secondary chip damage. Okay, do we try and smoke up and use our guns that way then? Well, then we're the only ones on our team on that flank spotting, so then everything goes dark and our smoke is useless. So what do? It's a very challenging position to be in. Okay, we see something here. Z52 going to get spotted now. Great. We're within his hydro. So I am going to turn away preemptively because Zhao, Salem, as well as what we know is up here. Perhaps I'm playing too aggressive again. But I wanted to see if I could take this engagement. It's a Colombo up there. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Our Sabir and Yodo are kind of angling this way, so that's kind of nice. And actually, there was 2 destroyers over here. The Yu Yang got taken out by the Shimakaze torpedoes. Wow. Very good. So we have a Shima over here to spot for us. So this is a situation where we can back him up. He can be potentially the spotter for us. This is really nice. This is what we want to see. But we have to be careful. We have to respect the Z52 Hydro, of course. There's the Zao. Wow, and Salem instantly taken out. Good work, team. Yeah, there it is. These are Zao Torps. His Hydro, or his smoke is down, rather. So maybe we get this fight? Yeah, we do. Excellent. So now that he can't smoke Hydro Gimmick us, I'm okay with pushing in and trying to take this engagement. Zao was on us right away. Understandable. Very understandable. Now, we push Bao in. We also want to limit the angle that the Zao can get on us. And yeah, our team is helping us out. This is good. Our damage is very nice as well. There we go. That's a little better start. Now we'll get the cap and maybe farm these guys or go to the other side. We shall see. Perhaps this is a go to the other side because they are definitely going to run away from this flank. It's a little tricky to get the impact with Druid right now. Perhaps I am just not practiced in this ship, but also when everybody's kind of running away, it is a challenge. Colombo is kind of angled back in. We're gonna get the cap here. That's some battle impact for us, and we'll get some damage into him here while he is broadside enough onto us. Though I do think we need to hit his superstructure. Maybe some upper belt is fine. Let's notice the Napoli pushing in behind us. Perhaps we should be on that. That is a very scary ship. We don't want to get pinched. So superstructure hits. He's very well angled to us. Ooh, and he goes dark. That's scary. There's also a G-Nan here. What is that? Is that Citadels for me? I think it might be. All right, we're probably in a situation where I over-push this. I think G-Nan is going to go broadside enough. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. We live these. We live these. Come on. Come on, die. Ridiculous. How did we live that with such little damage taken? That's crazy. Hello, Mr. Colombo. Are you going to be after me? Doesn't matter. I have a smoke now. You can't spot me. All right, well, that's pretty cool. Very nice. Did not expect the G-Nan to turn around so quickly. I thought he was going down the flank towards A, but he came back for us. Watch out for Druid guns as a light cruiser, I guess, would be the thing to talk about here. We have really good pen at close range. Not like Elbing levels, but at closer ranges, you definitely get those Citadels. And we're seeing not the best damage. There we go. 2,300 salvos. That's a little more like it. The DPM does ramp up. Colombo just has really good armor. 3,000 damage salvo. That's very nice. Perhaps I should have been going for his bow. Notice how his bow is not saturated at the moment. You're gonna blind fire. Okay. People are hungry for the destroyers this morning, apparently. And that's okay. We're living. We are living these. Does he have a heal? He does. Let's do that bow thing. How much more damage do we get? Oh, so much that we just take him out. All right. So, not quite 100k. The simple gamer in me loves the big numbers. Is a little disappointed in that, but that was a little better for going after caps and that. It was a blowout though, to be sure. Unfortunately. Seems rather common these days, but that's what we get. So that's what's in the video. We do get spotted, and the GK is on the other flank. That's pretty cool. Brozovoy will not stay lit if I smoke, so we will not smoke. G-Nan, eh? That's fine. That's fine. I'll disengage for now. We have multiple smokes. He's got more support close. Notice how all our guys are really, really far away. The G-Nan is not going to be able to hit us very easily. Worth burning a smoke for. We weren't quite set up. Now that we know he's here, though, could be worth trying to catch him out when he is bow on. Our Zao is getting closer. Our Hindenburg, notably, is getting closer as well. That is really good. We popped our Hydro just in case he turns to Torp us. Grau's Torps take forever to get loaded. All right, now would be an okay time to take the fight because he's going to be broadside. Yes. Now, do I stay lit? I do not. Nice. Oh, that's very, very, very good. He's going to be pushing out of his smoke more than likely. Great. So, decent enough trade there. Jinan is missing us. Very good. Again, it's hard to play this into open water, right? Open water where we don't have the help of spotting. So we've lost a lot of HP early in this trade, unfortunately. Perhaps that's just because I'm not very good at Druid. I do not play this ship ever, so there could be some rust there. And also just not having this playstyle as one of my mains. Notice how our smoke is back up already. The Grozavoy burned a smoke, so now we have that advantage. The other advantage we have now is that our guys are closer. Hindenburg especially is quite a bit closer in this situation. So if we can get this fight, we should be looking pretty good, though we are getting a lot closer to the enemy Ginans as well. So this is getting dangerous. We still have our... Oh, wait, we're not lit? Or we don't light them? Okay, there we go. You gonna shoot? No, you are not. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Slow down, speed up. Slow down, speed up. That is the juking way of a Druid. And look at the fire coming in from our guys. Right? This is what we want. I'm kind of focused overly, perhaps, on potentially dodging Jinan or something. Our spotting here should get this guy taken out from our team. And in fact, we go dark right away. Wow, that is really convenient. Okay, that's a little better executed. Notably, our team didn't just abandon us on our flank this time. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. See how much better it goes when you have the cruiser backup? All right, we'll spawn on a sub flank because there are 2 subs per team, unfortunately. Contiverdi, yikes, that's going to be scary. As is a Stalingrad and his radar. Taejong, his radar. Okay, some scary stuff here. Wow, that's test ship div. That's going to be really bad if we run into that. Let's take note of how our team is playing this. Our Hindenburg is not going to the flank. I would have loved to see the Hindenburg go to here, maybe even up here, and get into a ready to kite, like in an angled position. Would have loved to see that, but that's not what we're seeing. Our Thrasher seems to be sort of coming with us. Wisconsin, chilling. Our Stalingrad and Yamato might come with us. That's good. So I need to be really, really careful until we know where this, like, test ship shenanigans is. Something is in the cap. Okay. So things are going to kick off here soon. It is a... Shima? No, those are too quick. That's got to be Holland, right? So it's probably the div here, if I had to guess. So that is going to be very, very, very bad for us. So let's get ourselves in behind this island, I think is going to be our best option. Incomparable. Archerfish, hello. We'll get you lit briefly. Maybe our team... No, team doesn't get the ASWs. That's okay. Unfortunately, our Hindenburg goes down. He was broadside onto the Stalin. That's what you got to watch out for when you're in that trying to kite idea. Interesting. We are lit here. What does that mean? Holland, very aggro. Wow. Very aggro Holland. Don't have a lot of support against that side, unfortunately. So if that's the side they're pushing, and that's where Contiverdi is as well, I think this is a I have to run away situation. Because I bet their test cruiser is coming up this side. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, we find the DD. Cool. Is he gonna shoot? Looks like he is. Cool. His reload booster is up, so I don't want to take that trade as much. Get a little further away, perhaps. Let him burn it. Let him burn it. Just like so. Okay. That's the major power level he has over us, so we don't got to worry too much about that. He is notably splitting up from his div mate in the Holland. I'm okay with pushing into a Holland without much support. And I believe that Tesh cruiser is right there. So that's the radar and potential massive amount of DPM support. So we got to go take out the Holland here first. That is the order of operations. Unfortunately, our team is kind of not doing a whole lot on the other side. So I think this is just turning into a blowout here, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Wisconsin taken out by the Holland, yeah. Unfortunately, we do get lit by that radar, so the Holland knows exactly where we are now. All right, do we get in a fight? Let us see. We do. Excellent. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And just push him bow on. Very, very difficult for a Holland in this situation. He torped at us more than likely, but we have our hydro up. So this is the power. This is that power of the Druid. It's very, very difficult to deal with this. Although he's getting some support. We got to take him out quickly. We will smoke, and that lets us go dark right away, right? Yes. Excellent. Okay. We lost a lot in that trade because he had support coming through at range. That was good aim on the other guy's part. But we do manage to take out the Holland and clear our flank. So maybe we can get back into this. Notably, though, we're at a massive health disadvantage against the other test ship now. So he'll be trying to take the fight with us. So we need to go back for team support. That is what we need. We need a heal, and then we need to go back for team support. Maybe the Stalin radar can catch him out. That sort of thing is what we're looking for. We'll also look to smoke up when he shoots at us, and maybe if we survive that, go bow on to his AP, then I can have my Yamato or Stalingrad keep him lit because he'll be firing and we'll be in smoke. It's another option as well. So there's the heal. The smoke is back up. All right, we can now maybe take that engagement, although our Yamato down right away is quite bad for us. We'll need that Stalin to help us out with that spotting idea. So I don't want to be full speed because it'll take me too long to slow down. We get spotted. Okay. It's gonna open up. Yes. So this was the plan. He keeps lit via our Stalingrad. That was the plan. We get our next heal. Excellent. So we massively had a health disadvantage, but I do believe we will win this if we can hit his superstructure. There we go. Because he's not going dark, and the Stalingrad is keeping him lit. This is what we needed, right? If we want to do this smoke idea, the smoke destroyer idea, we need to have someone to spot for us. Sometimes that is baiting the enemy into a fight where our teammates will then be spotting us, or spotting them, and our smoke then can work, or it's a friendly Torp boat that is going to do the spotting for us that then we can smoke up with. That's the two ideas, and I have not been able to show that off very well, but there we go. That's a good example of it. Hard game, but we managed to pull through here on this flank. It took a while though. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind knowing where this Conti Verdi is before I charge the cap, and indeed. Is this Thrasher gonna spot for us? That is the question. Hopefully, because we might be able to take him out here. Notably, Conti Verdi has Laria Hull. So, oh, he still had his smoke available. Interesting. Laria Hull is very, very resistant to our damage. It is a lot of armor. Okay. That's not amazing. We do get him! Let's go! All right. Laria on 1,000 HP over there. I don't think I can get the cap in time, so we have to go try and kill the Laria, who's now running away from us. Maybe Thrasher will get the cap. Thrasher will not get the cap. Okay. We lose either way. we definitely just lose either way. So we tried our best. We tried our best. I think I played pretty well in this one, given the flank we had. Perhaps I should have held the flank a little stronger to not let my guys get flanked by the Holland as early. But I had to be rather careful of potential radar pushing up here. We didn't know where he was to start with, so... Okay, Laria got a heal. That's unfortunate. Is what it is, though. Gotta try. Gotta hit that superstructure. Oh, he's going broadside, though. Wait, we might actually get some damage actually into him here before. 23 seconds. Can we do it? Battleship Sap, remember, does not full pen destroyers, so it's only over pen's worth of damage that we are eating here, potentially. I'm overleading. 8 seconds. No! No, he's not going to take enough. He's angled. Oh, 1,000. I should have paid more attention to my aim rather than trying to just dodge. Okay, we did manage to take him out. Close. We nearly could bring that one back, but not quite. Druid is very good, though. When you get in the right situation, Druid is very good. But really, a ship like this one wants team support. If you can play a Druid in a division, oh, this ship is so good. But solo play, it's a challenge, I think. I think this is a bit of a challenge ship, solo play. It's very powerful. But you kind of need a little bit of team support to really make it shine, which you can kind of guarantee in a division. As always, we're checking out if we have radars to deal with. Gdansk, that's a bit of a spooky destroyer one. Des Moines as well. And then there is a submarine and a carrier in this one too for that potential spotting. So we've gone to a flank where we have a Gearing and a Jaeger. This could be a very nice example of that second line duty. I'm a little further back than I would like. There's a Gdansk. So Gdansk massively outguns our Jaeger, Gearing, all that stuff. However, we are here to support, right? Hopefully. His radar does not last that long, so I'm okay with pushing. I also think I saw a Slava here, which means the Des Moines also spawned middle. So there's unlikely to be a Des Moines here also for another long duration radar for us to deal with. Let's pop our Hydro here. So we've pushed up, perhaps too aggressively again. But I really want to take this guy out. If we can, that's going to really help our teammates a lot. Benham, though, gets spotted from our team. And we need to help on that, right? We're the gun support. We're the backup. We're the muscle. And we need to help on whatever they're spotting. In this case, the Benham. We also see the enemy planes coming for us. Or not us, but to this area. So we'll have to watch out for that. And there you are. Hello, sir. Aim superstructure, because he is very well angled right now. Nice, he goes after us. That's actually totally fine for him to go after us here. I'm not worried about Gdansk radar because it does, again, just does not last very long. Any supporting fire takes a long time to come through. His smoke should be running out soon enough. We have Gearing here to support. A main could be a problem. If he decides to shoot us, of course. All right, we're lit. Benham or Gdansk? Benham, probably. Yep. Wow, we take a lot from the main, as expected. Let's take out the Benham. Am I missing? There we go. So, the reason we went after Benham instead of Gdansk here is that I think the Gdansk, yeah, will get spotted again by our team. And I think the Benham is a higher risk for our destroyers getting spotted as well. So much better to take that guy out. I think perhaps that is wrong, but that's kind of the thought I went with there. Now we gotta dodge the torpedoes as well. Personal hydros are very useful for that. Did I drift into it? I did not. Excellent, excellent. So with the main and everything dealt with over here, I think I can afford to push up here a little bit. Yes, sir. Keeps getting my gun, unfortunately. Nice, and he goes down. Excellent work, team. Good stuff. Rudder shift, please. No, I drifted into it. That's really bad. Carriers are very, very, very annoying, of course. I'm going to pretend like I'm slowing down in my smoke, and then I'm going to accelerate. There we go. Okay. Are we alive? Let's use our heal. There is a Chateau Renault. Okay, I think I can manage that. Maybe. We're low health, but I mean, he takes so much damage is the thing. Let's make sure we avoid his torpedoes. Unfortunate, really unfortunate the carrier is just hard focusing us. It happens, it happens. I mean, look at that damage though. It happens to all of us, I know. But man, it's really frustrating. Okay, we kind of avoid that. All right, the planes are gone. Excellent. So, do we get the cap now? I'm not sure we can. With the carrier, I think we might have to turn away from the cap in this case. Maybe he'll go after someone else. If we see planes come, I think I'm just going to use my smoke right away. Yep. Just use it to survive. Get his attention on someone else, all right? He's laser focused on us for some reason, but we will just use our smoke to get away from his focus here, ideally. Really frustrating though, of course. I want you to notice, I am also making sure my AA guns are disabled, because a carrier that wants to focus you that hard will also likely blind drop you. And so the AA guns will tell him where you are. Now he's after someone else. Great. I think that means we should be able to go into the B cap. Let's check and see where the Hayate is. A minute 50 he was last spotted there. So we could end up running into him. Not a lot of damage in this game, unfortunately. Man, I never got a good damage game for you guys with Druid. It is what it is, I guess. We take what we get. But I think we played pretty well around caps. Destroyer fights are very fun. Some of those brawls we had were very, very fun as well. So with the Shinano getting run down by our team, I think he should be focused up there. So I don't think I'll have to worry about him for a little while now. Hayate gets our Patrie, and the Torps came from out here. That's interesting. Great. Enemy Minnesota spotted. So now we can farm a little bit for free here while taking the cap. Or not. We're actually spotted. That's interesting. Did not expect that. Maybe the submarine is nearby. Are you accelerating? Yes, you are accelerating. Still have 3 smokes left. Getting spotted. Does that mean he's down here? Probably. Aha! Yes, you are. Very interesting. Okay. Let's angle, because Slava is going to be right there. Yeah. Unfortunately, AP not the best into a submarine. Let's smoke so that we go dark. There we go.
Torpedoes to starboard.
We will use our rep now to make sure the Torps aren't going to actually take us out. And we just got to get away from where this Slava is. Notably, the submarine is going around this island, so we're safe from him for a little bit. Interesting. Okay. Can get a few free shots in there because we have our smoke set up for where the Slava is. I don't think his Torp should home in on us if he had more of them. I think we should be okay there. Unfortunately, not getting many ASWs, but probably they're just too far away, if I had to guess. Likely they're on our carrier or something, so as far as like focusing a target. So I think I can afford to open up here, even though we are very low. I don't want to go after the sub necessarily, right? It's AP into a submarine. And our ASWs, I believe, are... yeah, off the stern. Not great. Okay, we found him again, though. Maybe he's close enough for the Malta ASWs? Yeah, we're just doing such little damage.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Our
Torpedoes
amazing
astern.
AP that is so good into destroyers is just really bad into subs, unfortunately. Okay, we got the sub spotted again, or at least the carrier did. Maybe our Monmouth can help us out. Come on, 200 damage salvos, bro. It's so sad. Come on, kill it. Nice. Okay, we got it. Huge. Huge. All right, now we can maybe go after Hayate yet. All right, we've managed to pull something out here. We've dealt with a lot of their DDs and small ships, so while 77,000 damage is not that impressive, it is a lot of impact, I would say, out of this one. All right, Mr. Hayate, are you here? You are. This isn't going to take many salvos. 3 salvos. 4 salvos. Did you get your Torps off? I think our Hydra would have spotted them, so we get them. Nice. Up to 4 kills now. I think a lot of those are on the destroyers and such, so very nice. And now just a Satsuma left here. Maybe we can get some damage on him after all. Not with, you know, his secondaries maybe taking us out. So let's be smart here and actually smoke up. Confederates even. Nice. Oh, it's 3.2 smoke fire. Wait, I forgot. We're gonna die to the secondaries, aren't we? Awkward. Go for the unsaturated parts. Oh, look at the damage. 3,000 damage salvos is crazy. And we get him for the Kraken. Okay, we got ourselves a game here at the end. I mean, we bursted up. We're on 130 already? It does damage quick, man. You just need to get the right situations in. I struggled to do that today. I struggled to get the right situations for this ship. I don't know if that's necessarily the ship's fault. Don't think so. I think we just got into some weird games and ones where, you know, we didn't have all of the DD help on our flank. That's a weird part about a ship like this one. Having the destroyer help on your flank is huge. Like having the Gearing with us and having the Jaeger with us, right? That helped us so much on the starting of that flank. You see how much better that was, or how much easier it was to take advantage of the Druid firepower into those cap contesting roles when we had that friendly destroyer to help spot for us when we're in our smoke, versus the matches I played where I was the lone DD on my flank. It was a lot harder to let Druid shine, right? So that's kind of the thing with Druid. If you have a lot of buddies to play with, you're in a div a lot, I think Druid is excellent. To play it solo, though, is quite a challenge, in my opinion. Again, here is the build that I was running, as always, with a ship request. Comment down below whatever you want to see next time. And most upvoted below this video is what I will be playing next week. Remember, guys, it is just the ship request video from the previous week is all I'm looking at for this ship request series. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.